So as you can see today, Two Wheels Paradise brings you to the history of Kenya, and you have seen some communities and the stuff they used to utilize in their daily life. We are looking at houses that were the homes for the Pokot people. We are in the county of West Pokot. This is Kapenguria, and nice. Finally, I am in Kapenguria Museum, and as you can see here, we have what I mentioned about the guys who were arrested and jailed for some time here by the British colonial soldiers. As you can see on the ground, we have some chains. These are chains that were used to tie human beings to the ground. We are in the town of Kapenguria. It is the biggest town in the county of West Pokot. This is around 460 kilometers from 454 kilometers from Nairobi city. This is Kapenguria town. A very historical town when it comes to the colonial history of Kenya and the British, because this is the town that was used as a prison for the hardcore Mau Mau leaders. And actually the reason why I'm here is to visit the War Memorial Museum, where the leaders of the Mau Mau are being held. There is a museum where the people like the Jomo Kenyatta, who happens to be the first president of Kenya, were held captive by the British colonial masters. I'm here to visit that museum, and I've been riding from Nairobi since morning. You can see other videos for this one. It's a very long trip, so I'm here to visit that museum. I have never been there, so I don't know what to expect, but I know there is a museum, and it looks like I'm going to spend the night here. Looks like a peaceful town, but before I think about spending the night, let me first of all find the museum I'm looking for, and then I'll see what happens. This is Kapenguria town, a very famous town in the county of West Pokot. I want to see what lies in those museums. My little horse has been holding on well. Second to 100, no challenges, no drama so far. 454 kilometers from morning. Awesome. Nice. What the heck? That's myself up, huh? Museum. Alright, I think I got it. Kapenguria Museum. Do you have anybody here? Oops. Hi. Nice. Finally. I am in Kapenguria Museum, and as you can see here, we have what I mentioned about the guys who were arrested and jailed for some time here by the British colonial soldiers. As you can see on the ground, we have some chains. These are chains that were used to tie human beings to the ground. It tells you how bad these things were. So there is a chain. Is a chain that was used to tie a human being to the ground. And these people were from left. This is our first president, Jomo Kenyatta. This guy over here, Jomo Kenyatta. Jomo Kenyatta, his friend, this is Fred Kubai, Richard, Ashieng, Oneko, Bildad Karia, the short guy. This is Karia Bildad, the short guy. There is Kumu Karumba, this Kumu Karumba, and Paul Ngei. He looks like he was almost the oldest of them. Looking at Jomo Kenyatta and other guy, looks like he was the oldest among them. These guys were kept here for a while, and as you can see, there are some gazette notice and stuff like that. Top secret. Oof, these are people who fought for the freedom of this country, and this is one of the cells that was used to keep them. Okay, as you can see, these people have their names on the doors. This is where now the Kubai guy was kept. Fred Kubai. Oh no, it's a very small room. Very, very small room. This is the guy. Yes, see. I believe this is how he was looking like when he was captured. Frederick Polworth Kifuthu Kubai, born in 1918. And I think finally this is how he ended up looking like. So this is a photo of him in 2005. Yeah, 2005. Fred Kubai. Yes, you can see this is a hole that was definitely used to communicate with him. I don't know whose cell this was. This is Bildad Kavia. Yeah, This is the cell for Bildad Kavia, and this is how Kavia was looking like when he was spending time here, and he was captured and kept here. He died in 2005, born in 1921. Bildad Kavia died in 7th August of 2005. These are some of the guys who had some little education during the struggle. They had some little education. So they were fighting for the freedom of this country because they had some knowledge, some education of some sort. And as you can see, these rooms are dark. You can only imagine what would happen if it gets to midnight. Yeah? This is Kumu Karumba, born in 1902. And most of these guys were Kikuyu. I only know one Ruo. The rest are mostly Kikuyus. As you can see, they are coming from central Kenya, captured and brought all the way to this place. Very unfortunate, but at least they fought for the freedom of this country, and that's why we even have something like this. We even have time to read about them. From 1902, that is Kumu Karumba. Those rooms are so small. Then we have the giant Jomo Kenyatta, the first president of this republic. Jomo Kenyatta had a bucket. I think this one is for urine and whatever. This looks like it was his toilet or some kind. Looks like this one was a toilet. It is still here to date. It is still here to date. This guy, his real name was John Kamau Gengi, and at some point he changed from Kamau Gengi to Jomo Kenyatta. Was one of those guys who were captured and kept here, and he ended up becoming the first prime minister and then the first president of this republic, and happens to be the father to our fourth president, the retired President Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta. This was the father. So father and son ended up becoming presidents. He ended up becoming presidents. This guy took over Kenya when independence got to us in the year 1963, around there. And he took over the country, and he was leading it until the day he died in 1978. He died in August 22nd, 1978. That's when he died, and he left the government in the hands of his deputy, the vice president, the late Daniel Toroitich Arap Moi. So he died. He's the only president who has died in office in the history of Kenya. He is the only president who died in office. All the others have died after their retirement. We have buried his deputy who took over as the second president, Daniel Moi. We have buried the third, Moi Kibaki. These guys died after many years from retirement, but this is the only guy who died in office. Shujaa Jomo Kenyatta. Yeah. Then finally, we have Paul Ngei. Yeah, we have Paul Ngei. See? We have Paul Ngei. Same case with this guy. This fella was born in 1923
in Machakos. Actually, this one was a Kamba from Machakos, 1923. So these guys been there for a while, and they have very long history. This one died in 2004 at the age of 81. At the age of 81, and he was quite old, considering he was born in 23 and died in 2004 at the age of 81. This fella was quite old when he died. There is so much in this place, and we have so much to see around here. This is a museum that looks very, very beautiful. In the list of the captives, the Shujas, we have this fella, Asheng Oneko. Asheng Oneko had a bigger room. He had a bigger room, definitely. This is bigger. Asheng Oneko, Lamogi Asheng Oneko. This fellow was born in Larieda constituency in Uyoma. This looks like it's in Homa Bay. I believe it is the current Homa Bay County. I'm not wrong. Larieda should be either Siaya or Homa Bay. 1920. These fellows were old as hell. 1920, and he had gone to school. He was a meteorological clerk in 1942. Education in Maseno High School. These guys had gone to school. He died of heart attack in 2007 at the age of 87. The Rienda Bondo district. Bondo is in CIS. This is not Homa Bay. This is Siaya. This fella was a Luo from Siaya. And I want to believe by the time he was captured, this is how he was looking like. And this is how he died looking like. This fellow died looking like this. But he was captured looking like this. So, Alikamatwa. Yeah, no, this guy was captured in 20th October in 1952. So this guy spent some time here in the year 1952, but around 1966 he was in government. So after they were released, they joined government and they formed the government, and these guys have a very good history of what has been happening in this country. As you can see, the signature hole. Look at the size of the wood that was making this door. Look at this, the size of the wood that was making the door. Unbreakable. This is something you can't break. Yeah, it's something you can't break. So this was you and the prison, no way out. So this is a gallery of some traditional tools that were used by a community. See, these are tools kept for history, things that were used by that community called Singoel. These are calling it Singoel. Yeah, Singoel. Actually, it's the Singoel Serangani. These are tools that were used by those people. You can't really tell how many years these things are, but they could be so old. It's a posh, a handbag of some kind, some stool that is very small, headscarves, horns, mat. I don't know it was made from which animal. This one is animal made mat. So, yeah, quite some incredible stuff. Unfortunately, the place is so dark. I got here a little bit late. So let's continue moving. I'm told there is a snake house There's a snake house somewhere. I need to find out what is going on in that area. Let me get there. This is West Pokot County, in the town of Kapenguria. Yeah, everything here looks odd. Everything here looks odd. Okay. Everything here looks odd. Museum. Such things help you reconnect with the old age. So, are these live snakes or the dead? Oh, Gaboon viper. So, I think this fella is dead. Huh? Yeah. This fella is dead. This fella is dead. This is a Gaboon viper. They are found in Kakamega. Oof! So we have vipers in Kakamega? I never knew that. I never knew we have vipers in Kakamega. Okay. So that is one. This is a forest cobra. Oh, that's a small one. It's a small one. I don't know whether you can be able to see that, but it's a forest cobra. Yeah. This one is not dead. This one is alive, man. Come on. This guy is alive. This guy is definitely alive. This is a forest cobra, and this is alive. This is a live snake. I don't know whether you can see it through the grass, but there's a cobra here. Yeah, there's a cobra here. This is a forest cobra, very aggressive, display cannibalistic behavior when provoked, rears up on considerable height and strikes quickly from long range. It has some story here. What I don't know is whether this thing is alive or not. I'm not very sure about this one. Not sure whether it is dead or alive. This is a Gaboon viper. The other one is a forest cobra. This is another gallery of the Pokot people. Remember, we are in the county of West Pokot. So we have another gallery with a lot of things that were used by the Pokot people during those days of the colonialism. See, very beautiful place. Very beautiful place. Yeah. Musical instruments. Sandals and stools. Here we have look, it's supposed to be how the women of the Pokot were looking like those days. With some tools they were using to cook, grind stuff. As you can see, the log for grinding things. Mortar and stuff. Oof. And this is how they used to fence their homes. Okay. Pokot material culture. Pokot material culture. And then here is a gentleman. Here is a gentleman. And as you can see, this one looks like this. This one looks like this. So, okay. History is good. We even have weapons here. Ooh.
Oh, these are model houses for the Pokot people. Oh, yes. Looks good. At least you can know how people used to live. This was a whole house? The hell? Huh? This was a whole house. This was a whole house. Does it have anything inside? I don't think I'm going to get in there. Okay. This is how the Pokot used to construct their houses. But these days they are no longer there. Okay, sometimes you might find them deep in the villages, but modernization has ended up finishing everything. So very unlikely you'll find such a house anywhere. That's why they are in a museum, because now they are a piece of art. Just a piece of art. Okay, let's see about this one. There's a difference between this and the other houses on this other end. Yeah, there's a difference between this one and the other one. I think one of them was for the people who used to do agriculture, and the others who used to be pastoralists. So one of them looks temporary, the other one looks permanent. Is this a window? The hell? What kind of a window is this? Yeah, that's a window. Boy's hat. Oh, this one was for a boy. Huh? So they even have. Alright. We have come from very far. We have come from far. This is second wife. So first wife, second wife, the son. Do we have one for the old guy who has the two wives? Where was he living? Let me see what this looks like. I think it is this one. This looks different. Definitely looks different, and very likely. Pokot pastoral homestead. What does it mean? Pastoral homestead? Oof. Okay. This roof looks concrete. So these guys were advanced even in roofing. Okay.
So as you can see today, Two Wheels Paradise brings you to the history of Kenya, and you have seen some communities and the stuff they used to utilize in their daily life. We are looking at houses that were the homes for the Pokot people. We are in the county of West Pokot. This is Kapenguria. And you have also seen the jail cells for the people who fought for freedom of this country. So if you are a Kenyan, these are some of the things that you need to know. There were prices that were paid by people for us to be free to even travel and do things. Some people paid a price. Some of them paid prices with their lives. They lost their lives. A lot of the Mau Mau soldiers lost their lives in the battle. But by the end of the day, we got freedom that we are enjoying today. And that is the reason why I can be able to ride my motorcycle from Nairobi all the way to the county of West Pokot. So it's good to respect what you have today, because someone paid a price for it. Someone definitely paid a price for it. So I have come to the end of my tour, I believe so. I don't know whether there's anything else I haven't seen. I drove the bike from Nairobi, like 450 kilometers from Nairobi, just to come here and see what it is. And what I have seen brings me back to so many years of the history I was doing in primary school, in high school. We did a lot of history, but coming to the reality of seeing those things on the ground is quite incredible. For the lovers of history and art, now this is the place, Kapenguria, in the county of West Pokot. Let's continue moving around. Maybe there is something else I haven't seen. It's getting dark. It's already getting dark. Makwani guest house. Makwani guest house. This is where I'm spending the night. I have just booked the room where I'm going to sleep. So now I want to take this thing, the parking from the other side there. I don't want it to sleep out here. I don't want it to sleep out here because I don't know how safe this is going to be. Oh, this is difficult, man. It's difficult. Finally I'm out of it. So I want to take it to the parking, the rear side,
then sawa? Naweza lala hapo? Ah, nice. Nyumba ni hii? Okay. Very good. Asante, thank you. All right. My motorcycle is sleeping just. Ooh. Good.